These devastating details reveal the ongoing nightmare that's consumed Today Show co-anchor Savannah Guthrie's life for the past 3 weeks. Her 84-year-old mother, Nancy Guthrie, was kidnapped from her Tucson, Arizona home in what's become one of the most shocking celebrity crime stories in recent memory. On February 1, 2026, Nancy Guthrie vanished from her Catalina Foothills residence in what authorities are treating as an abduction. The timeline chills you to the bone. Nancy was last seen around 9:45 p.m. on January 31st. By 2:12 a.m., security camera software detected someone on the property, though no video existed because of a lapsed service subscription. Just 16 minutes later, at 2:28 a.m., Nancy's pacemaker app showed it had disconnected from her phone. When she failed to appear for an online church service with friends the next morning, family members raced to her home at 11:56 a.m. and discovered she was gone. The 911 call came 7 minutes later. The FBI has doubled the reward for information leading to an arrest to $100,000, while a Milwaukee attorney offered an additional $100,000 reward through Crime Stoppers. More than 30,000 tips have flooded in from the public, each carefully reviewed and investigated, yet Nancy Guthrie remains missing after 3 weeks. Savannah Guthrie stepped away from her NBC duties entirely, including co-hosting the 2026 Winter Olympics opening ceremonies, to focus on finding her mother. The emotional toll shows in every public appearance she's made. Standing with her sister Annie and brother Cameron, Savannah made desperate pleas to whoever took their mother. "It's been 2 weeks since our mom was taken, and I just wanted to come on and say that we still have hope and we still believe," Savannah said in one heart-wrenching video statement. "She lives in constant pain. She's without any medicine. She needs it to survive, and she needs it not to suffer." The desperation in her voice was unmistakable as she continued, "We beg you now to return our mother to us so that we can celebrate with her. This is the only way we'll have peace." The case took even more sinister turns with unverified ransom demands. A note allegedly demanding $6 million in Bitcoin was sent to news outlets, though law enforcement hasn't confirmed its authenticity. The deadline given in that alleged ransom demand has already passed. Savannah and her family indicated they're willing to pay, with Savannah stating simply, "This is very valuable to us, and we will pay." FBI Director Kash Patel released doorbell camera footage showing a masked intruder outside Nancy's home. The black and white images reveal a man of average build, between 5 feet 9 inches and 5 feet 10 inches tall, wearing gloves and carrying a black 25-liter Ozark Trail Hiker Pack backpack. These chilling images represent the only clear visual evidence of Nancy's abductor. The investigation produced some leads, but no breakthroughs. FBI agents recovered a glove 2 miles from Nancy's house that's consistent with the type worn by the suspect in the surveillance video. However, DNA testing hit obstacles. The DNA on the gloves doesn't match anything in the National CODIS database, nor does it match DNA found at Nancy's home. Investigators are working to separate mixed DNA samples found inside the residence, hoping to develop viable material for genetic genealogy testing. Nancy Guthrie's life story makes this crime even more heartbreaking. Born Nancy Ellen Long in Fort Wright, Kentucky in 1942, she moved to Tucson in the early 1970s with her family. She met her future husband Charles on a blind date at a University of Kentucky basketball game. Charles, a mining engineer, died tragically at age 49 during a work trip to Mexico in 1988, leaving Nancy to raise 3 children alone. After Charles's death, Nancy went to work at the University of Arizona from 1990 to 2007, initially as a spokesperson for the University Medical Center before becoming an associate to the Vice President of University Advancement. She organized the Center Stage program, bringing musicians to perform monthly for hospital staff, patients, and visitors. Her work allowed Savannah and Annie to attend the university tuition-free, a sacrifice that helped launch Savannah's eventual media career. Family members describe Nancy as mentally sharp and fiercely independent, living alone in her Catalina Foothills home despite her age. She remained active in her community and stayed close with her children. Just 3 months before her disappearance, she appeared with Savannah in a Today Show segment about Savannah's homecoming to Tucson. The impact on the Today Show has been profound. NBC is navigating what Variety called one of the most surreal happenings in media history, finding substitutes for Savannah while devoting substantial airtime each morning to analyzing developments in the search for Nancy. Hoda Kotb, Savannah's former co-anchor who left Today in 2025, returned on February 6th to help cover for her friend. The case attracted the highest levels of attention. President Donald Trump called Savannah on February 4th, offering additional federal resources and expressing hope for Nancy's safe recovery. Tech companies including Meta and Apple offered assistance to law enforcement. The FBI Phoenix Division and Pima County Sheriff's Department are leading the investigation, with Sheriff Chris Nanos stating firmly, "I believe she will be found. I believe we're working as hard as we can to do that as fast as we can." The investigation also attracted unwanted attention from internet sleuths and self-appointed investigators. Representative Alma Hernandez blasted random wannabe journalists and YouTubers for spreading misinformation and interfering with law enforcement operations. Representative Adelita Grijalva echoed these concerns, saying the amateur investigators are hurting the investigation by throwing out descriptions that don't resemble the description that's been put out by the county sheriff's department. Most concerning for Savannah's future are reports that she's considering leaving the Today Show permanently. Sources told News Nation that Savannah may step away from NBC out of concern for her family's safety, feeling her mother was targeted because of her celebrity status and not wanting to put her husband, siblings, and children at risk. Several TV news veterans have speculated she may never return to her anchor role given the incredibly public nature of the ordeal. Right now, investigators have no leading theory about what happened to Nancy Guthrie. Officials stated there's no evidence she was taken across the U.S.-Mexico border. The Pima County Sheriff's Department has definitively cleared the entire Guthrie family as suspects, stating, "The Guthrie family, to include all siblings and spouses, has been cleared as possible suspects in this case. The Guthrie family are victims plain and simple." The Today Show's $315.4 million in annual advertising revenue underscores just how significant Savannah's potential departure would be for NBC. But for Savannah Guthrie, those numbers pale in comparison to the anguish of not knowing where her mother is or whether she's still alive. 3 weeks after Nancy Guthrie's disappearance, her daughter continues to live every parent's worst nightmare in the most public way possible. As Savannah said in her tribute to her mother's 81st birthday in 2022, Nancy has met unthinkable challenges in her life with grit, without self-pity, with determination, and always with unshakable faith. Now it's that same faith that sustains her family as they pray for Nancy's safe return while the investigation continues around the clock. The devastating reality is that despite the massive law enforcement effort, the rewards, the tips, and the national attention, Nancy Guthrie remains missing, and her family remains in agony, clinging to hope while facing an uncertain future that may forever change one of America's most beloved morning television personalities.